The life of a commercial cleaner.
How's it going?
Yep.
Just chilling. Just chilling.
This week, the cleaning technicians are pushed to their limits.
Just put the container down.
From pools of oil when extractor filter cleaning to burnt on flour when cleaning a commercial bakery. We're at a famous cricket ground, carpet cleaning with a view. And have the office team gone mad?
You're right over there, Sean.
Take a ride with us as we vlog the growth of our UK cleaning business. I'm Lee. This is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the cleans.
Just put the container down. You just hold it at that angle.
Where do you want me to put it?
That's like a game show, me. We're dripping. Right, let's try to pour it in then.
Drowning in oil. This is one of the worst extractor systems that we have seen. Why? Because there's so much loose oil in this system, it is extremely dangerous. Loose oil is extremely flammable, and if it goes up, it's taking the whole system with it, possibly the whole restaurant. Luckily, Jordan and Ashley have got this system absolutely spotless. We've advised the customer to reduce the time between cleans, which they are going to be doing. Great job. Monday the 20th of May, it's going to be a busy week, that's for sure. We're hoping to hear back this week about the external cleaning tender we did last week. If you haven't heard about that, click the link above, check out last week's episode to catch up on that one. Still crossing our fingers for that. I think it's going to be a good win if we can get it. I was off on Friday, so I've got lots of catching up to do today. Need to make sure I know exactly where we are, what we're doing, and I've got some stuff to work on because we need to push our lead generation on the contract side as well. Supposed to be working on that with Kim today because Kim's going to be taking on some extra responsibilities for us. However, she's not feeling very well. She was off on Friday. She's going to be off today as well, and so she got to rest. Kim doesn't stop, so she's been told you've got to have a day off, you've got to rest and actually recover. So we'll see how she gets on and when she's back on that one as well. Technicians were flat out busy on the weekend. We had techs out on the Saturday and the Sunday, really busy, and we've got a flat out week this week as well. It's still busy in the office because we've got Sian off today, not due back until tomorrow. She's been off on annual leave, so it is just all go. Let's check out what the techs were doing over the weekend to start with and jump straight into the week. Commercial cleaning at its best. Yep, get your PPE on, George. This extractor system is at a commercial bakery. They bake all of their goods here and then they ship it out to their stores around the southwest. But look at all the burnt on flour within the system. It's dry, it's brittle, but it still causes issues. That's why we have to make sure that we get into the full system, taking the hatches off, getting into the ducting and get it fully clean. The guys are doing a great job here, but just wait to the end. You watch this last bit at the very end. That's it, that's the exit. You'll have to check out the next video. Mentioned last week that we've got a couple of contract customers looking to end their contract shortly, both of which are for financial reasons. It's the increases, budgets, whatever you want to call it. I've got one though that is getting a little bit awkward. It's just a little bit disrespectful, to be honest. Obviously 2p applies, they haven't considered that, and they're saying that they want to do it a lot less. Our main priority at this point is trying to end the contract on good terms and also look after the team that are currently working on site. It's a shame to lose them. We still want to make sure that they're looked after. So we have to follow 2p. So we notify them of it. And this one just kind of makes me laugh because they've come back and said, oh, yeah, well, because we're not transferring to a new contractor, we're going to transfer them to us for a period of time, and then we'll transfer them over to the new contractor when they come in. It's like, really? Come on, we're not stupid. We've put a really good team in site, runs really smoothly, you know you don't have any issues. and you want to basically cut us out of the mix and cut costs that way. It's very obvious. We're not stupid. Don't treat us like we're stupid. Yes, we have clauses within our contracts that prevent it and everything else, but do you know what? Sometimes it's actually just not worth the hassle. It's also not what we want to do to end on good terms. So I have gone back to them and I've basically just said, actually just seems like you're just going to take it in-house and cut us out the mix, which is fine. If you don't see the benefits that the additional benefits that we add being financially worth it, don't worry, just take it in-house. That's entirely up to you. Yes, we have clauses in place, but don't worry, we won't be holding them at this point and getting awkward about it. We'd rather just end things on good terms and make sure the staff are looked after. But I just don't get why people don't give you the respect to just admit it. I suppose it's business and they're worried about the financial implications and stuff like that, but yeah, it doesn't have to be rocket science to figure out that that's what's going to happen, do you? There we go, never mind. That's another joy for a Monday morning. You'll never guess what we find whilst cleaning extractor systems. This extractor system is from a commercial bakery. That is not stones. That is burnt flour and grease. It goes hard, it goes brittle, and it has to be cleaned out before it breaks the system. It's always amazing what we find though, and you're gonna have to keep watching to see what we found when we were cleaning closer to the fan.
You're going to have to ignore all the feathers because there was a dead pigeon right there, which is very weird considering how it would have got in the first place. So, yeah, lovely. And this is the fan. Of course, my hand. Yeah, it's going to be a very tight situation to work in.
So we had technicians out all over the weekend, but I also had something personal going on over the weekend. So we had this. Some of you may know I breed horses as my hobby. If you want a little bit more information on that, click the link above where I did a day in the life of an entrepreneur. And that was basically literally showing you my full day start to finish. And it's a long day, don't get me wrong. But yeah, check that out if you want to have a look. But we're over the moon. That's our first foal for the year. We're really pleased that he's a lovely foal, a little boy, and very healthy, happy, bouncing around all over the place now. And mum's doing well as well. So yeah, little conservatory cleaning job today, but it also combines the gutters, the windows, and also the patio pressure washing. This is a prime example though when you can't just rely on whatever tools you have. You have to combine different things to make sure you get the job done. You can see Scott there not only using the step ladder rather than just using the long reach tools, but he's getting up and in the system. He's combining both the long reach brushes for the windows, but you also can't beat a bit of traditional window cleaning as well. Then we finish up the job with the patio. You jump straight onto that because obviously all the dirt goes down, so you don't want to start there first. But what a great job he's done. Customer was over the moon. Tuesday morning, heading into the office. Sun is still shining, so we're happy. Went through some stats yesterday with Danny in the afternoon. We were just double checking. We were a little bit behind, so we were checking April's stats, and it is confirmed. April was a record month for us, literally our best month ever on sales. We've exceeded the amount of bookings on the specialist side that we expected. We had a higher average sales value than we expected. Which is just absolutely amazing, basically. You know, we all want to be reasonable. We want to provide a good service to our clients and make sure they're getting value for money. That is really important to me, is value for money. But we are a business. We've still got to earn profit, and we have to make sure we're keeping an eye on our numbers. And the best way to do that is have a look at your averages. If your averages are up, then the profit drops to the bottom line. So you need to make sure that that's what you're doing, and that's where we are. And it's been paying off. Some of the little tweaks that we've been doing have really made a difference. So that is excellent. Another thing we're going to be implementing today, myself and Ashley are working with Chloe, because Chloe is supposed to split her time between working with Ashley as an admin assistant and working as a customer service advisor as well in the afternoon. She's not been able to do the mornings for Ashley because we've been so busy on that side, we've been short-staffed and everything else. Now we're getting to the point where Maddie is up and running, and she has just blown it out of the park, been so quick at getting off the line, getting fully trained and knowledgeable on what she's doing. So we're at that point now where we can bring Chloe over to work with Ashley to support that side and make sure we are delivering the best service to the clients. So we're going to be training on that this morning and getting that up and running. We've also got Sean back in the office today as well, so it'll be great to see Sean back. And it's just going to be another busy day. I'm not sure if Kim is back in the office. As you saw yesterday, Danny was not feeling very well either. We've got that little cold coming around. It always tends to be when the change of weather happens. So that's going to be fun, but we'll see how we get on today. Morning. You all right? Eric wasn't very excited to see you, I'm afraid.
The bag.
Wow, that's basically Eric. You're looking very brown.
Thank you.
I know. Congratulations. Nice, isn't it? Carpet cleaning with a view. Can you guess where we are on this job? We're overlooking a cricket ground, and what an apartment this is. Dave's on the job today and he's got his work cut out. He's carpet cleaning and sofa cleaning, and these sofas are grubby.
Yeah,
He's got his work cut out on these ones. So let's see how he gets on. We'll be back in a second to check out the final result, and we'll reveal exactly where we are. Here we are, so here's the final result. Look at those carpets, looking absolutely lovely. And we're not going to keep you, and we're not going to make you wait. We are at Bristol Cricket Ground in Bishopston, Bristol for this one. And yes, these apartments overlook the whole ground and can see every single game. But look at that result, it's a great job. Sofa's looking like brand new.
Raisins and
Yeah. There was a
raisins in
literally. Yeah,
didn't need to be involved in that conversation.
literally. She's had a raisin.
Healthy found a raisin. We didn't know. I didn't know where it came from.
Because he had them from nursery. I don't know if it was like the day before or like a week later.
So
or a
your
week.
instant thought was that raisin must have been in his
That's
Yeah.
what I said. Yeah, that because he had them in his poo, and then next thing you know, within like a couple of hours, he was eating one, and I was like, but we don't keep raisins in the house. I was like, so has he hidden it from nursery? I was like, falling out his poo and he's eating it.
carried it home with him or something. You're not pulling it out of his I mean, you don't change his nappy and go, here, I'll be playing well, at least you don't.
That's making an assumption, huh?
But that was my thought.
It's been a manic busy day around here today. Technicians in and out, support ops in and out. It's been just crazy madhouse, to be honest. I'm still working on content, getting that done. I've also had a meeting today with the person that's going to be starting just going to be starting with us to take over on the marketing. They are going to be a much more independent marketing person as opposed to having an apprentice how we had it before. We need someone with a little bit more experience and knowledge to be able to push this company forward and just improve what we're doing on the marketing. So they've got quite a long notice period, so they're coming in each week at the moment just to have some discussions with myself, get ahead of things and have a plan in place for when they do finally start. So that was really good to be doing that as well. I got an email late last night about the external cleaning tender, and I was kind of sitting there thinking, oh, this is the answer, let's see what happened. But it wasn't. It was actually just an email to say, we are definitely making a decision tomorrow. Sorry about the delay, we will come back to you and let you know. It's kind of like, really? Come on. I could have waited 12 hours. I got all excited when I saw that email. But I've been sitting all day kind of checking my phone and checking my emails to see whether that email's come through, and it still has not come through. So we're waiting, and we're still waiting. But we'll see which way it goes. Technicians are flat out busy. I've been speaking to Scott today, who's been doing lots of external cleaning, and they are really trying to smash out some more content as well. So it's really good that they're up in their game on that one. And I've just got to try and get all this content sorted and get it done. So yeah, not done much today, filming today, I'm afraid, because there's no point in me bringing you stuff that is boring. We just want to keep you updated, show you what's the good stuff going on. But crazy, absolutely crazy busy at the minute and flat out. Cleaners are expected to work miracles. This is one of our new contract cleaning sites. It is in a hell of a state. They do need to spend some money on it, and they need to do some maintenance. That's in the pipeline, but at the moment, the cleaners are expected to work miracles. You can hear the frustration in the guys' voices, to be quite honest. They are seriously frustrated with trying to basically polish a turd, to use an old saying. But they are trying their best, and they are doing the best they can, and you just wait until you see the result in a second.
Isn't it?
There we have it. It's looking better, it's getting there, and you wait to see this desk. This desk is the best bit of all. Look at that, spotless. We've got Ashley out on a very difficult clean at the moment. We're working for a local authority, which we do very regularly, but it's on a deep clean, so it's been booked in by the social worker essentially, but we've got a situation where the property is in a very, very bad state. The team are going to clean it, that's fine, but the tenant in the property is vulnerable, so they've actually locked certain doors and things like that and doesn't feel very comfortable. So we've got to tread very, very carefully in a situation like that. So yeah, we're going to get on and get it done. We're speaking to the social worker. They're going to go over and give Ashley a hand and just help with that side of it, but we can get it done. But this one is a bad one. It's not a nice state at all. Ashley said, can he have a shower afterwards when he gets to the office, because he's actually coming to the office after the clean. But yeah, it's one of them. Someone's got to do it. And basically, I always feel sorry for the people that are in those sorts of situations more than anything, really.
This is the kitchen. This is the lounge. That'll be the L-shaped sofa. Apparently she wanted us to throw all the rubbish that was out here. Side. Door's locked anyway, yeah. I'm assuming that's her room, considering that lock. But I'm putting them on. Alright, never mind. Rubbish. And that is a dodgy handle, which I'm not even willing to put my weight into the door, which I just have. So that one's locked as well.
The benefits of changing career. We've got Alex, who has gone with George over to a clean today, and Alex has transferred. He used to be a chef and he's come into the cleaning industry to work for us. He's changing careers completely, but he knows the chef that's in this restaurant, and they've made him awesome lunch. So check that out. What a way to go through the day. But Bargain, free lunch. Little conservatory roof clean here. This one is nice and straightforward. However, it's not as quick as easy as you would think. Someone had already cleaned this one before us, but what they didn't do is get rid of all of that moss. They just literally cleaned the actual glass parts. The problem then is once that gets wet, it continues to roll down and get the rest of the roof messy again, just making it a pointless job. I think that's what they were bargaining on because they wanted to go back over and over again. Bad luck though, the customer got us in, we've removed all the moss, we've given it a good clean, and they are over the moon. One last rinse off just gets rid of any excess bits left over afterwards. Thursday morning, I'm in the office bright and early because I'm actually not supposed to be in at all today. I'm supposed to be out because it's my kids' sports day. And I am going, but I didn't get enough done yesterday. Got a couple of things I've got to finish off. Ended up getting pulled into a couple of other bits and pieces. So I've got some of the content that I need to finish off and some other bits and pieces that I need to tie up. So what I'm going to be doing is getting a couple of hours in this morning, and then I'm going to be shooting off to the sports day and heading back later on after school because I'll get there in a minute. Their nanny's going to look after them for a couple of hours this afternoon, so I can then get back in the office and get a few bits and pieces done. It's the juggling act. We talk about balance. You've got to have balance. It's not a work-life balance. It's just a balance in life. That's the way I look at it. My kids and my family are obviously very, very important to me, but I have responsibilities here as well. So it's making sure I don't miss out on them growing up and the important things in their lives, as well as keeping things ticking over. And I've got that obsessive mentality where I don't switch off, I can't leave certain things. So I will make sure I fit it all in one way or another so I can switch off myself and be satisfied in what I've done and that I've looked after people and lived up to my promises. Core value number one at Vapor Cleans, follow through on promises made, and I've made promises, so I need to make sure that I follow through on them. The team are absolutely crazy busy today. We did have yesterday a cancellation for next week. Now this is one of our contract customers. We've got loads of external cleaning to do for them. We're going to bring that video to you. I might do it as a standalone video as well as part of Behind the Cleans, but it's a courtyard. I'll try and get some pictures in here now as well, but it's a courtyard, shopping courtyard in Cheltenham. We do the daily cleaning there anyway, but as part of the contract, we've got to do all the glass canopies. There's a glass dome in the middle. We need to do all the windows, the railings, everything like that. And then we're doing all the jet washing as well for all the walkways and stuff as well. So we really need to revitalise that. It's a big job. It is 1 or 2 days for sure. We had the time booked in the diary for it next week. Bit of miscommunication, bit of a misunderstanding from the client on what is required, and it's a juggling act because there's about 15 shops there and they all need to be closed while we do it. And most of them open 7 days a week. Juggle that one. So it was supposed to be done next week. We're going to delay it. It's going to go back in. That's fine. We know we need to do that, but it causes complications for the customer service team because now they've got technicians with nothing on their diary and with only a week to fill it. The technicians might be laughing because they get a bit of time off, but that's priority number one for them today to see how they get on with that. Let's go and have a look at what the technicians are up to today, and we'll catch you later. Cleaning innovation. Sometimes the simplest cleaning tools are the best cleaning tools. We need to get our jobs done as quick as possible because the customers that we're working for simply want to reopen. Plus, the longer we take, the more money it costs because time is money. So we're always trying to innovate on how we're doing things to make sure we deliver not just the best results, but in the best time at the best price. Look at this result as well. It's a clean and a half. Yes, Ashley, you should have your PPE on, but what a job, what a result.
Because he has that. Oh, I think that's recording. Why are you pointing it in my face?
I thought you was going to say something. Oh,
Can we delete that?
I don't know how to.
Start again. I'm Chloe. Let's see. Behind the office. What are you doing? You're right over there, Sean. What are we doing Saturday, Sean?
Partying.
Why is it like a rave in here? How do we watch it?
We're all getting a little bit fidgety. It's Friday and we still haven't heard back about the external cleaning tender. The last thing we heard was they were basically going to let us know Wednesday after the final decision had been run past the board of directors, basically. Eric, come on. But we didn't hear anything Wednesday and we've still not heard anything today. Obviously, it could just be a case of they haven't managed to run it past the directors yet and the final decision hasn't been made. But we're all getting a bit fidgety and a bit irritable because we all want to know. And I'm now starting to think, I wonder if that message was kind of on Tuesday night was more a case of, if you don't hear from me Wednesday, you haven't won it. So really hope not, but we are crossing our fingers because without knowing, it's getting a little bit worrying.
I'm like a fucking snake.
Yeah. Back to part 2 of what will Jordan fit into next.
What, mate?
Alright, mate.
How's it going?
Yep.
Just chilling. Just chilling.
Is it sad that I'm dreaming about work?
Yes. Cool. Sorry, Lee, but yes. Right now. Your eyes look freaky in the dark. Gosh. Oh, now you just look normal. There you go. Show you grease ball, George. Yeah.
So if you watched last week's episode, you will have seen me say that I had another opportunity and it was a last minute thing. I had to rush out to have that meeting to explore that opportunity. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit more detail now. I'm not going to give you the full details because that would be insensitive. Insensitive? Oh, whatever. That wouldn't be sensitive of me. So we're not going to give you the full details, but it doesn't look like it's going to anything's going to come of it. So I'll fill you in of what the solution is. Obviously, you've heard me say before that we're looking to acquire other companies to help our growth plans and hit targets and stuff like that. Due to all the content that we put out, we've had another contractor contact us and basically ask us if we would be interested in some sort of arrangement with the contracts they have. They're in a bit of trouble, a lot of trouble actually. It looks as though they're going to have to close the business down. It's so bad that us acquiring the business would not be an option because it would basically just put us in way too much debt, way too much trouble. It's not a case of we could take it over and try and recover the losses and build the business back up, even if we absorb everything into our business. So they were trying to basically see whether or not there's a way that they could earn out of sort of passing over the contracts that they have, if you like, which was of interest. We also wanted to try and see if we could help them out. Unfortunately, it is the horrible side of business. They've also had some personal stuff going on at home, which hasn't helped. We've tried to do something, but essentially a lot of the problem, the reason that they're not making money and the fact that they are failing is the way they've structured their deals and the way they've structured their contracts and the offering they're providing. It looks as though they are providing a fairly good service, a very good service from what I can tell, but it's underpriced. It's as simple as that. It's underpriced. They haven't factored everything in. And this is what customers don't realise, what people don't realise. You can opt for a cheap service and you might get a really good service for that money for a period of time, but it won't last because it will fail, because they can't afford to provide a really good service. It's not going to work, is it? So that's not going to pan out anyway. We are going to have to leave that one. What we've offered to try and do I don't think they're interested in. I think they're going to go a different way, or they're going to try something else, which unfortunately we've just got to wish them luck. And I do wish them luck. I hope they can sort something out and it doesn't affect them too much, too badly. The importance of auditing a contract cleaning site. These drains clog up on a regular basis, so we have to double check to make sure the cleaners are doing them.
This won't come off. Done all the ledges around the skirting boards and the floor cupboards. That's right.
Customers are paying contract cleaners to audit their sites. They need to have them checked. It's not just about putting a person on site and letting them get on with it. If you don't check the right areas, you don't know what's going on. And that way, the customer may as well have their own cleaners.
We pulled out all the chairs, done all the floors, cleaned all the mats. People were using it.
So that's it, all done for the week. We haven't heard back from the external cleaning tender, so we don't know what the result is yet. You're gonna have to come back next week to find that out, and we will find out one way or another next week. Thanks very much for watching. Please do click the subscribe button below, turn on that notification bell so you can check out next week's episode of Behind the Cleans. If you haven't done for today, then you can click the link here to watch last week's episode, or you can click here to see our latest upload. Thanks very much for watching again, and I hope to see you next week behind the cleans.